question. I think, this election was a really hard one for people. There's this whole social media side now. There's politicians on Instagram. There's so much pressure to become a real person. And I think politicians before weren't under that scrutiny. There are politicians I like, there are politicians that I don't like. I think the people that really shone in the election are the people that were likeable, people like Nicola Sturgeon, who in Scotland did so well, right down to taking selfies with people, and it seems like such an insignificant thing, but I think that's made such a difference. Looking at the difference between that and the way that the Scottish referendum worked with Alex Salmond, who really wasn't a likeable figure in many people's eyes, but Nicola Sturgeon has changed that, and I think has really used social media to her advantage in terms of becoming a likeable politician.
Politicians are just eaten educated, largely civil servants with little or no relationship to the electorate which they are claimed to represent. This is why I respect Nicola Sturgeon so much, as she makes a conscious effort to go out into communities and make links with the public to let people know who they are.
She has a real sort of people connect with her. These events that she goes to, there's massive swarms of people that are all wanting selfies with her. They're wanting to meet her, and she seems to really know what she's talking about from a fiscal point of view, spending her way out of it instead of cutting her way out of it, because it's the only way it works. Economies don't work by cutting to boost the economy. You've got to spend to make money.
So you think she's something different or the same as the rest of them?
Definitely something different. She's got that real appeal to people.
She commits to going out and she relates to people just through the way she speaks and presents herself as well. Saying that, I think that politicians don't deserve half of the abuse they get, because no one would really want to be an MP if someone's got to do it and receive the abuse that they do.
My general kind of view of politicians is not a good one. It's all fake, it's all a show. Every single one of them. Instead of them actually being able to put forward a decent argument and then be able to implement all the things they say they're going to, it just turns into one big shouting match, and all of the TV debates and things are just a complete waste of time. I watched quite a lot of them before the independence referendum, and I didn't learn anything from it at all, and that pretty much sums up what all the television things do. Is just shouting between different people.
To be honest, that's a tough question. Let me think. I guess it depends, because some of them are really nice and they're very good at their job and they're just sharing their opinions on other issues in the world and how things are run, etc, etc. But some of them can be quite arrogant because they think that whatever they do is the best, which is the negative side of them. But overall, I mean, the world needs them. Otherwise, none of us would make decisions and it would all kind of not work out. But to be honest, I really don't know the answer to that question.
This general election got way too caught up in trying to just get one over on the other parties, and are starting to completely abandon what they originally stood for, which is even more frustrating.